Welcome to 4 o'clock at 9 News. It is rather easy, if you will, to complain about rental fees, but Colorado lawmakers say they want to actually do something about it.
Yeah, we've been talking about it for years. 9 News reporter Cole Sullivan shows us one of the proposals, likely to be the most popular, would cut costs for pets.
Finding a Denver apartment is no walk in the park.
Enjoys being outside, and he's got a lot of dog friends around here.
Especially not for pairs like this.
He's almost 9 now, and he's a boxer pointer mix.
When Jake Bell needed a new place to rent, finding one that worked for Zeus complicated things.
Because Zeus's legs don't work too well on hardwood.
Jake's landlord also demanded a pet deposit. He doesn't think he'll ever get it back.
When I pay my deposit for my rent, I expect to get a good amount of that back, depending on what's gone wrong. But when I pay a pet deposit, I think that's usually the first thing to go.
A new proposal would make deposits for pets illegal in Colorado. It would also ban pet rent.
I think it's a bad idea. There's a cost of housing an animal, even a good animal. The most perfect dog in the world occasionally throws up on the carpet or has an upset stomach.
Drew Hamrick argues for landlords at the state capitol. He's got his work cut out for him this session. In addition to the pet rent bill, lawmakers proposed allowing rent control, adding more eviction protections, and cutting application fees.
The only revenue source for any rental housing provider are their customers. So ultimately, when you make it more expensive to do business, it just means higher rent for all of us.
Jake likes the idea of cutting down on application fees, but he gets why landlords might want extra money for a pet in the apartment.
I think it can make sense. It's a little bit dependent on the dog.
And he doesn't think it's really needed for dogs as well trained as Zeus.
He just loves everything.
The pet rent bill would create a state program to reimburse landlords up to $1,000 for pet damages. If the proposal passes, that fund would cost taxpayers an estimated $250,000 a year. But for now, this bill and the others are still far from becoming law. Some don't even have committee hearing dates yet.
Yeah, we've been talking about how much it costs now to rent in the metro area, and you'd think that at least Zeus could get a break.
Exactly. Well, the Apartment Association says all of us might have a break coming soon. They say vacancy rates are going up, and that might depress rent costs. So good news for Zeus and the rest of us, Tom.
All right. Thanks, Cole.
One of the 2 wolves that were caught and collared last week has already slipped out of its collar. CPW says Wolf 2101, who was first collared 2 years ago, slipped free of that tracking collar sometime on Sunday. They got a signal that the collar hadn't moved for 3 locations, so they went and found the collar yesterday. This morning, they spotted both Wolf 2101 and Wolf 2301, who still had his tracking collar. 2101 was doing fine. CPW says the collar's battery pack had been ripped out, noting that wolves are pretty rough on collars, and they're expected to fail over time.
One of the heroes who emerged on the night of the Club Q shooting will be at the State of the Union tonight in Washington, D.C. Richard Fierro will be there as a guest of Congressman Jason Crow. Fierro was one of the 2 men who helped to subdue the shooter on the night of the Club Q shooting, saving countless lives in the process. He was also a guest at the governor's State of the State last month, alongside Thomas James, the other man who took on the shooter. We'll have more on what President Biden is expected to talk about in the State of the Union address coming up at 4:30.
How about this Tuesday? Pretty good. We've had a string of snow on Tuesdays, but not today.
You keep telling me that Tuesdays
I have been paying attention to Tuesdays
Yeah.
this year. I don't know why.
People focus on other days, but this is what Tuesday looks like right now outside of our studios. You can see the sun's still up in the sky, and the skies are blue. Kathy's with us now, taking a look at how the rest of this week is shaping up.
You should be focusing on Wednesdays.
Why?
Okay. Because I know we may actually see some snow, right?
It's this much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The extended period is just going to be lovely. We just have to get through this little weather system, which is coming through tomorrow. And when you look outside and you see this day, you're thinking there can't possibly be a storm coming in with wind and maybe some cloud cover and maybe a little bit of snow. But yep, that's exactly what we're going to be seeing in about 24 hours. So let me show you the area. We've got the clear skies, the light winds, beautiful across the Continental Divide. And we're looking at a little bit of snow in the northern mountains with winter weather and travel advisories posted there. 46 in downtown Denver, but only 38 out at the airport. So certainly much cooler across the eastern plains today, even with these winds, which are starting to transition ahead of this Pacific storm, which will be here in about 24 hours. We're going to get a nice day tomorrow. It's going to be sunny and 50 degrees, and the snow and winds start to ramp up to the north and to the west of us. And out on the plains, too much wind. A wind advisory will go out. That high wind watch tomorrow night through Thursday could see gusts of 65 miles per hour. So we're clear tonight. We are sunny tomorrow. We got a beautiful day, but tomorrow night, maybe 7, 8 o'clock, front comes in, a quick little burst of snow coming through. Shouldn't be a big deal. In and out, and you're going to wake up to clear skies on Thursday. Temperatures this evening, beautiful to be outdoors, get things done. Mid-40s, dropping about 10 degrees after sunset. We have a cool, calm evening, a Wednesday storm and chance for snow. We're going to look ahead to the weekend. Kim and Tom, you will not believe the numbers I have for you in the 7-day.
You're saying we won't believe you.
I'm saying you're going to love me after.
Okay, we'll go
Okay.
with that. That's better.
We want to believe you.
I want you to
credibility.
believe me.
We do.